Imagine if you were so awesome at playing football that they named a special move after you. Well, that's what happened to Cristiano Ronaldo with his knuckle-ball move. Now, let's check out some other cool signature moves in football history and how they started. Aiden McGeady, the McGeady spin. Aiden McGeady, he's not as often mentioned as Zinedine Zidane, but trust me, he's got his own bag of tricks that'll blow your mind. So, McGeady's this Irish winger who rocked it at Celtic, Everton and Sunderland. He's not exactly on the world-class pedestal, but let me tell you, he's a football innovator. He came up with this slick move called the McGeady spin, and he's been leaving defenders puzzled since day one. Now this move might remind you a bit of Zidane's famous roulette, but McGeady adds his own twist. He kicks off with a Cruyff turn using his right foot, then smoothly kicks the ball away with the outside of his left foot. Picture it, McGeady busting out this beauty in 2004 in front of a roaring crowd against Aberdeen. Others have tried to copy the move, but McGeady's still the master of this trick. He's got it down to an art. Mesut Ozil, the bounce shot. Mesut Ozil, the football wizard, pulled off this mind-boggling move that had everyone scratching their heads. It was like he was breaking the laws of physics. And folks thought his bounce shot was just a lucky accident. But nah, Ozil surprised us by doing it again and again. A real beauty. So in 2017, he made headlines by scoring with this bounce shot against Liverpool. Ozil kicked the ball into the ground, making it soar over the keeper. Commentators were like, did he mess up? But Ozil kept doing it, and it became clear that he was no accident-prone player. He even spilled the beans, saying, I knew the goalkeeper would jump again. They don't expect this kind of trick. And get this, Ozil didn't just start this move out of the blue. Turns out he was doing it back in his Real Madrid days, and even for Germany. This guy's been a bounce shot magician all along. Lionel Messi, the body feint. Alright, so check this out. When Barcelona saw a young Lionel Messi tearing it up in a trial game, they went all out to make sure he joined the team. Messi's been a football prodigy since he was a little kid. Imagine this, he's got these crazy skills, ninja-like agility and balance that lets him dance through defenders like they're not even there. And get this, he can dribble past opponents without even touching them. Talk about mind-blowing. Now Messi's got this move called the body feint. When he's sprinting, good luck trying to catch him. It's like he's got turbo boosters. He can slip through the tightest spots with just a little shoulder dip. Defenders are left scratching their heads. No wonder Barcelona was desperate to sign him when he was just 13. And here's a funny twist to the story. When they were sealing the deal, the director of football didn't even have paper handy, so he whipped out a paper napkin to draw up Messi's contract. Talk about signing a legend on the fly. Ronaldo stepovers. In the 1994 World Cup, Brazil had a young talent named Ronaldinho. Not the one we know today. The future Ronaldo was called Ronaldinho then, as there was another Ronaldo in the squad. Despite being just 14, he was an incredible striker with speed, power and impressive dribbling skills. Ronaldinho's favourite move was the stepover, and he didn't just do it once, but multiple times in quick succession. Defenders had a hard time figuring out his next move. As he progressed from Barcelona to Real Madrid and PSV, his signature step-over trick remained a threat. Before the 1998 World Cup final, France even organised a training session to try to stop him from using this technique. Quite interesting, right? Arjen Robben, the cut inside. Arjen Robben, despite hating a childhood nickname, became a football legend at Bayern Munich. Winning Bundesliga titles and the Champions League, he scored 209 goals in 614 club games and 37 for the Netherlands. Despite being called Man of Glass for injuries, he proved doubters wrong. Robben's signature move involved playing from the right, skillfully cutting in to shoot with his left foot. It was a simple yet beautiful technique that defenders struggled to stop, making him a force on the field. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the overhead kick. Meet Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the acrobatic legend of football. This dude has scored some crazy goals. And guess what? He's got a secret weapon up his sleeve. Zlatan is a giant, standing at 6'5", but he moves on the field like a nimble little winger. That agility is his key to pulling off jaw-dropping acrobatic goals. The most famous one, an insane overhead kick against England that had everyone's jaws on the floor. But that wasn't a one-time thing. In 2019, playing for LA Galaxy, Zlatan pulled off a mind-blowing bicycle kick and a scorpion kick for PSG against Bastia. The crowd went nuts. And here's the secret sauce. Zlatan is a black belt in Taekwondo. That's right, his ninja moves from Taekwondo helped him twist and turn his body into crazy positions to score these beautiful goals. Zlatan's not just a striker, he's the acrobatic lord of the football world. Neymar, the back heel touch. Let's talk Neymar. This dude's been rocking it at big clubs like Barcelona and PSG. But here's the wild fact. Back in 2010, he was almost part of an English squad. Crazy, right? Imagine Neymar tearing it up in the Premier League. It would have been a show. Now, Neymar isn't just a regular player. He's a natural showman with a ton of tricks up his sleeve. But here's the deal. Would he have handled the intense, rough and tough vibes of the Premier League? That's the million-dollar question, and sadly, we'll probably never know. West Ham must be kicking themselves for not snagging him for that 12 million bid back when he was with Santos. Now let's talk Neymar's skills. One of his go-to moves is this slick back heel first touch to control a long pass. Neymar jumps, twists one leg around the other and works his magic back heel touch to bring the ball under his spell. After that, he's off like a rocket, sprinting straight at his opponents, ready to make some serious magic happen on the field. Pure Neymar style. Sergio Busquets, the drag back. At first, some football fans weren't sure about Sergio Busquets, but Lionel Messi saw his talent right away. In the early days, people thought Busquets only looked good because of his teammates Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta, but with time, he got the credit he deserved and became one of the best holding midfielders globally. Busquets is a passing expert who knows how to handle pressure in midfield. You can't easily close him down because he'll slip away. His special move is the drag back. He opens up his body, rolls the ball with his studs and pushes it in a different direction with his insteps. This move gives him time and space in crowded areas. Messi saw Busquets in action during training and turned to Pep Guardiola, saying, "I like this one." It turns out Messi was right about Busquets' talent. JJ Okocha, the reverse step over. How cool would it be to have Ronaldinho idolize you when he was younger? You've got to be seriously special for one of the football greats to sing your praises. And guess what? This dude who made the reverse step over famous, JJ Okocha, was no ordinary player. He was a real game specialist. So Okocha, during his Premier League days at Bolton, teamed up with Ronaldinho at PSG. Now put yourself in the shoes of the defenders facing these two. It's tough. Okocha and Ronaldinho were like a dynamic duo, ready to pull off some surprising moves that would leave you in awe. Okocha had this killer move. He'd roll the studs over the ball with his right foot, then swing his left foot over it. Defenders were scratching their heads, clueless about how to stop him. This move not only left them off balance, but also gave Okocha that extra yard of space to work his magic. JJ was a force to be reckoned with on the field. Cristiano Ronaldo, the knuckle-ball free kick. Back in 2008, Cristiano Ronaldo pulled off some crazy free kick magic for Manchester United. They were hungry for a win on the 30th of January to top the Premier League, and Ronaldo had the answer. Ronaldo sets up a free kick 30 yards from the goal. He takes a few steps back and starts sizing up the shot with his instincts. Then, with a deep breath, he hammers the ball into the top corner, creating what we now call the knuckle-ball free kick. It's this wild move where the ball goes all over the place in the air, messing with the goalkeeper's heads. Ronaldo's not the king of free kicks stats-wise, but he owns the knuckleball, and that's always going to be his thing.